My brother-in-law left the door open. What he did next shattered everything I believed. The creak of that damn door hit me like a gut punch, echoing through the quiet house on a drizzly Seattle morning. I just pulled up after a brutal 12-hour shift at the firm. My architect's blueprints still crumpled in my briefcase, smelling of fresh sawdust and stale coffee. My name's Jack Harlan, 35, built like the bridges I design. Solid, unyielding, the kind of guy who fixes leaks before they flood the basement. Married 8 years to Sarah, my high school sweetheart, the woman who'd anchored me through every storm. But that door, propped open by a forgotten wedge of wood, it wasn't just ajar. It was an invitation to hell. I stepped inside, boots thudding soft on the hardwood, the air thick with the scent of rain-soaked evergreens from the backyard. Sarah was still asleep upstairs, her gentle snores a distant hum through the baby monitor. We'd been trying for kids, whispering promises in the dark. But it was her brother, Alex, crashing on our couch again after another rough patch with his latest boyfriend. 28, all sharp edges and easy smiles. The graphic designer who'd breezed into our lives like a summer squall. He was family, sure, but lately, his presence stirred something in me I couldn't name. A low rumble in my chest, like thunder rolling in off Puget Sound. The living room was dim, curtains half-drawn, but light spilled from the cracked door to the guest room down the hall. That's when I heard it. A soft gasp, ragged, like someone surfacing from deep water. My pulse kicked up, feet moving before my brain caught on. Pushed the door wider, and there he was, Alex, shirtless on the rumpled bed. His lithe body arched in the pale glow of his laptop screen. Sweat glistened on his skin, tattoos snaking across his ribs like secrets etched in ink. He didn't see me at first, lost in whatever pulled that sound from him. Fingers tangled in sheets, breath hitching in sharp bursts. I froze, throat dry as construction dust. Alex! My voice came out rough, barely above a whisper. He jolted upright, slamming the laptop shut, eyes wide. Those piercing green ones that always seemed to see too much. Jack? Shit, man, you scared me. He laughed it off, but it cracked at the edges. Forced, like the way he'd sling an arm around my shoulders at barbecues, lingering just a beat too long. I should have backed out, mumbled something about grabbing a beer from the fridge. But the air between us thickened, charged with the faint musk of his cologne mixed with something earthier, forbidden. He stood, jeans low on his hips, closing the gap in 2 strides. Door was open, he said, voice low, almost apologetic. But his gaze flicked down, then up, holding mine with an intensity that pinned me in place. My heart hammered, a traitor's drum. What the hell was this? I'd always been straight as an I-beam, Sarah's touch, her laugh, that was my world. Yet here, in the hush before dawn, Alex's hand brushed my arm, warm and deliberate, sending a jolt straight to my core. Everything okay? I managed, stepping back, but the room felt smaller, walls pressing in with the weight of unspoken things. He nodded, too quick, grabbing a shirt from the floor. Yeah, just couldn't sleep. You know how it is. His smile didn't reach his eyes, shadowed with something raw, vulnerable. We stood there, the silence stretching like a taut wire, rain pattering against the window like impatient fingers. I wanted to ask what he'd been watching, what had made him gasp like that. Hell, part of me already knew, the flicker of skin on that screen burning into my retinas. Gay porn? No, worse. It was us. A clip he'd edited, stolen moments from family videos, twisted into something intimate, his face superimposed over mine in a fever dream of what-ifs. He saw it in my expression, the shatter starting. Jack, wait. But I was already turning, the door swinging shut behind me with a finality that echoed in my bones. Down the hall into the kitchen, I gripped the counter, knuckles white, breath coming in shallow bursts. The coffee pot gurgled to life on autopilot, filling the air with bitter steam, but it did nothing to wash away the image. Alex, my brother-in-law, the one Sarah adored, the one who'd crashed here after his world imploded. He'd been fantasizing about me. And God help me, in that split second, before the horror crashed down, I'd felt it too. A spark, illicit and alive, threatening to burn everything I'd built to ash. Sarah stirred upstairs, her footsteps soft on the stairs. "Honey, you're home early." Her voice, warm as fresh linen, pulled me back. I forced a smile as she wrapped her arms around me from behind, her cheek against my shoulder. She smelled of lavender and safety, the woman who'd vowed forever in a backyard ceremony under drizzling skies. "Yeah, babe, couldn't stay away. Lies already slick as oil." Alex appeared in the doorway, hair tousled, pretending normalcy with a mug in hand. "Morning, sis." "Jack." Our eyes met again, a silent storm brewing, and I wondered how long until it broke. The day dragged on like wet cement. Work calls buzzed in, blueprints unfurling across the dining table. Sleek lines for a new high-rise downtown, all glass and steel, mirroring the facade I clung to. Sarah fluttered around, humming while she prepped breakfast, oblivious to the fault line cracking beneath us. Alex helped, his laughter easy as he flipped pancakes, but every brush of elbows, every shared glance over the syrup bottle, it seared. I excused myself to the garage, tools clanging as I tinkered with the old truck, the metallic tang of oil grounding me. But my mind replayed it. That gasp, the arch of his back, the way his lips parted. Straight? Bullshit. I'd buried it deep, under layers of normalcy. Football Sundays, power tools, Sarah's soft curves in the dark. But Alex? He was the chink in the armor, the one who'd always teased me with that wink, that brotherly shove that lingered like a promise. By afternoon, the rain had cleared, sun slicing through clouds in golden shafts. Sarah suggested a walk in Discovery Park, her hand in mine, Alex trailing behind with his sketchpad. The paths wound through madronas, bark peeling like old skin, salt air whipping off the sound. She chattered about baby names, her excitement a knife twist. How could I bring a child into this fracture? Alex sketched the shoreline, charcoal smudging his fingers, stealing glances that made my skin prickle. "You okay, Jack?" he murmured when Sarah bent to pick wildflowers. Close, too close, his breath warm against my ear. "That door. I didn't mean." "Save it," I hissed, pulling away, heart slamming against ribs. But the lie tasted sour. That night, as Sarah slept curled against me, her breaths even, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling fan's lazy spin. The house creaked, settling like bones, and I heard it, soft footsteps in the hall. The guest room door, left open again. Temptation or trap. I slipped from bed, sheets whispering, padding silent to the threshold. Alex sat on the edge, head in hands, shoulders shaking with silent sobs. Vulnerability hit me harder than desire, a tidal pull. "Hey," I whispered, stepping in despite every screaming instinct. He looked up, eyes red-rimmed, raw. "I fucked up, Jack. Everything." His voice broke, and before I knew it, I was beside him, arm around those trembling shoulders. Solid, real, nothing like the fantasies. "It's okay." I lied again, the words foreign on my tongue. His head dropped to my chest, a sigh escaping like steam from a cracked pipe, and in that moment, the world tilted. Affection, confusion, terror, all tangled in the dim light. What had he done next? Nothing, yet everything. That door, left open, it hadn't just revealed his secret. Pried mine wide, shattering the man I thought I was. Days blurred into a haze of blueprints and half-truths. The high-rise project demanding overtime that kept me away from home's minefield. Seattle's autumn chill seeped through office windows, fog rolling in off the bay like a shroud, mirroring the fog in my head. Sarah noticed, of course, Her touch lingered longer at breakfast, concern etching lines around her eyes. "You're distant, Jack. Talk to me." I'd pull her close, bury my face in her hair, inhaling that lavender safety net, but the guilt gnawed like rust on rebar. How do you confess the unconfessable? That your brother-in-law's midnight gasp had unlocked a door in you, one you'd welded shut since college locker rooms and awkward crushes dismissed as just bros? Alex played it cool, the artist in him weaving illusions. He'd vanish for gigs, freelance designs for indie bands, coming home with paint under his nails and stories that made Sarah laugh till tears streamed. But at night, when the house quieted, our paths crossed like ghosts in the kitchen. I'd pour whiskey neat, ice clinking like accusations, and he'd lean on the counter, sketching absently, lines curving into shapes that echoed bodies. "Remember that trip to the Olympics?" he'd say, voice casual, but eyes locked on mine. "The cabin rental, years back. Sarah inside by the fire, us chopping wood in the mist, axes thudding rhythmically, sweat mixing with pine sap." I caught him watching then, too, a flicker I'd chalked up to exhaustion. One evening, thunder rumbled distant, lightning stitching the sky purple. Sarah was at her yoga class, tires crunching gravel as she left. The power flickered, plunging us into candlelit shadows, wax dripping slow like confessions. Alex lit them, flames dancing across his face, highlighting the sharp jaw, the faint scar above his lip from a bar fight in college. "Storm's coming," he said, handing me a glass, our fingers brushing, electric, deliberate. I swallowed hard, the burn of bourbon chasing the heat in my veins. "Yeah, always does." We talked, words tumbling like rain on the roof. His failed relationships, the parade of guys who couldn't handle his intensity. My grind at the firm, the pressure to design legacies while mine crumbled. "You're the steady one, Jack," he murmured, closer now, knee pressing mine under the table. "Sarah's lucky." The compliment landed wrong, laced with undercurrent. I shifted, chair scraping wood, but he didn't pull back. Instead, his hand covered mine, thumb tracing a slow circle on my knuckle. Breath caught, room spinning. "Alex, don't." But my voice lacked conviction, body betraying me with a shiver. He leaned in, lips inches away, whiskey breath mingling. "Tell me you haven't thought about it." The question hung heavy as lead. Flashes assaulted me. That open door, his body in silhouette. Stolen touches at family dinners, his laugh vibrating through me. I yanked away, glass shattering on the floor, sharp cracks echoing the split in my soul. "This isn't you. Us." He recoiled, hurt flashing raw. "It's always been me, Jack. Question is, who are you pretending to be?" The door slammed as I stormed out into the storm, rain lashing face like judgment. Sheets of water soaked through my jacket, thunder booming overhead, drowning the roar in my ears. I drove aimlessly, wipers slapping frantic, tires hydroplaning on slick streets. Past the Space Needle's glowing spire, down to the waterfront, where ferries cut wakes in black water. Pulled over, engine ticking cool, I gripped the wheel till bones ached. Straight, married, father-to-be, the labels I'd worn like armor, now chafing raw. Alex's words echoed. Pretending. Had I? Those dreams I'd dismissed. Faceless men in showers, strength against strength. Were they glimpses, not ghosts? Hours later, soaked and shivering, I returned. House dark, Sarah home early, curled on the couch with a book, worry creasing her brow. "Jack, where were you?" I collapsed beside her, pulling her into my lap, kissing her fierce to anchor the drift. "Just clearing my head, babe. Rough day." She melted into me, trusting, her fingers threading my wet hair. Upstairs, the guest room door stood ajar. Taunt or plea? I ignored it, leading her to bed, making love with desperate urgency, her moans a lifeline. But as she sighed into sleep, Sated, my eyes strayed to the shadows, where Alex's silhouette paced the hall, unseen but felt. Morning brought forced normalcy. Breakfast chatter about weekend plans, a hike in the Cascades, Sarah's idea to bond us all. Alex agreed, enthusiasm bright but brittle. In the truck, winding mountain roads, evergreens blurring past, tension hummed like power lines. Sarah dozed in the middle seat, head on my shoulder, while Alex stared out, sketching in his lap. "Sorry about last night," he whispered when she stirred. I nodded curt, jaw tight. Forget it. But forgetting was sand slipping through fists. The trailhead loomed, mist cloaking peaks like veils. We hiked single file, boots crunching needles, air crisp with moss and damp earth. Sarah led, her laughter echoing off rocks as she pointed out hawks wheeling overhead. Alex hung back with me, pace matching, silence companionable at first. Then, I didn't mean to push, but Jack, that door? It was an accident, but what I saw, what I felt, it scared me too. His voice cracked, wind whipping it away. I stopped, chest heaving, the world narrowing to his flushed face, wind-tossed hair. Then close it. For good. He stepped closer, hand on my arm, firm, pleading. I can't. Not anymore. Time fractured. Sarah called from ahead, oblivious, but in that beat, his lips brushed my cheek. Featherlight, seismic. Fireworks behind my eyes, body igniting. I shoved him back, gentle but firm, heart fracturing. No. The word tasted like ash. We caught up, the rest of the hike a blur of stilted talk, picnics on lichen-covered logs, sandwiches unwrapped with trembling hands. Back home, unpacking gear in the garage, tools scattered like shrapnel. Sarah hummed in the kitchen, chopping veggies for dinner, knife thwacks rhythmic. Alex lingered, handing me a water bottle, our fingers lingering. Truce? He asked, eyes searching. I nodded, throat tight. Truce. But as he walked away, hips swaying subtle, doubt coiled deeper. That night, Sarah's hand on my chest, her whispers of love, it all felt like echoes. The shatter had begun, not just beliefs but the foundation. And Alex, he'd cracked it wide, leaving me teetering on the edge. Weeks ground on, the high-rise skeleton rising downtown like a steel accusation. My designs etched into beams that mocked my instability. Board meetings dragged, fluorescent hum drilling into skull. Colleagues slapping backs with, looking good, Harlan. But inside, I was rebar twisted. Every blueprint a reminder of lines I couldn't draw straight anymore. Sarah glowed, announcing her pregnancy over candlelight dinner. Tiny plus sign on a stick, tears in her eyes. We're doing this, Jack. I hugged her fierce, joy warring with terror, the baby a beacon and a chain. How to build a family on fault lines. Alex congratulated us, toasting with sparkling cider, his smile genuine but edged with shadow. He moved out that weekend, sublet apartment in Capitol Hill, the neighborhood pulsing with rainbow flags and late-night laughter. Gotta stand on my own, he said, loading boxes into his beat-up Jeep, rain slicking the driveway. Sarah hugged him tight, whispering encouragements, while I lingered awkward, handing over a six-pack as parting gift. Take care, man. Our handshake lingered, palms rough, eyes locking in silent storm. He drove off, taillights fading into mist, leaving a hollow in the house. Relief flooded first, space to breathe, to bury the chaos. Sarah and I dove into nesting, painting the nursery butter yellow, her laughter filling rooms like sunlight. Ultrasound visits, grainy images of tiny limbs waving hello, her hand squeezing mine. He looks like you already, strong jaw. I smiled, throat tight, but nights brought dreams. Alex's gasp echoing, his body under mine in fevered twists, waking sweat-drenched, guilt clawing. I'd slip from bed, pad to the kitchen, whiskey bottle cold comfort, staring at the guest room door now firmly shut. Thanksgiving loomed, family gathering at my parents' in Bellevue, turkey roasting, football blaring, ants clucking over pie. Sarah's pregnancy bump drew coos, my mom pressing seconds of mashed potatoes. Alex arrived late, wind blown from the ferry, bearing artisanal cheeses and a sketch of the sound he'd done for Sarah. "For the little one," he said, handing it over, our eyes meeting brief, electric, averted. Dinner chatter flowed, politics skirted, but under the table, his foot nudged mine accidental, sending sparks up my leg. I jerked away, fork clattering, drawing stares. "Clumsy," I muttered, face burning. Later, dishes clattering in the sink, he cornered me in the mudroom, coats hanging like witnesses. "Missed this," he said low, gesturing the chaos. "Missed you." The words punched, raw. "Alex, stop." But my voice wavered, body leaning in despite. He stepped closer, cologne faint, sandalwood and sin. "Can't. Not when I see you flinch every time I breathe." His hand cupped my jaw, thumb grazing stubble, world tilting. Lips met, soft, urgent, tasting of cranberry and regret. Fire roared through veins, hands fisting his shirt, pulling closer then shoving hard. "Fuck!" I gasped, breath ragged, door banging open behind us. Mom's voice called from the living room, oblivious. We sprang apart, hearts thundering. "Just talking," I yelled back, voice wrecked. Alex slipped away, eyes haunted, leaving me slumped against the wall, lips tingling, soul in tatters. That kiss, brief as lightning, devastating as thunder, it rewired everything. Back at the table, Sarah's hand in mine, warm and trusting. It felt like betrayal's brand. Winter deepened, snow dusting the Olympics white, holiday lights twinkling like false stars. Christmas Eve, fire crackling in our hearth. Sarah in flannel pajamas, belly round, reading "'Twas the Night Before" to our unborn. I watched, love aching, but the phone buzzed. "Alex," text glowing, "Doors open if you need to talk." Delete, block, no, thumb hovered, heart pounding. Instead, I poured eggnog, spiked heavy, toasting our future. But sleep evaded, visions of his mouth haunting. New Year's, party at a friend's loft. Bass thumping, confetti swirling, Sarah sipping mocktails. Radiant. Alex showed, uninvited but inevitable, in tight jeans and leather jacket, laughing with strangers. Our eyes locked across the room, magnetic. Midnight struck, cheers erupting. Her kiss sweet on my lips, but my gaze strayed to him, locked in an embrace with some twink, jealousy stabbing irrational. "Who's that?" I asked Sarah later, casual. She smiled. "Old friend. He's been lonely." The drive home, wipers swiping snow, she chattered dreams for the baby. I nodded, distant, mind replaying that mudroom heat. Home, tucking her in, I lingered in the nursery, rocking chair creaking, hand on the crib rail. Steady. Father. Husband. The words mocked. Dawn broke gray, resolution crumbling. January brought blizzards, firm deadlines crunching like ice under tires. Alex texted sporadically. "Congrats again." Memes to lighten, but laced with subtext. I replied curt, then not at all. Sarah sensed the rift. "You and Alex okay?" "He seems off. Lie smooth. Just busy." But guilt festered, pus under skin. One night, power out from storm, candles guttering. She reached for me in bed, hands exploring slow. I tried, body responding mechanical, but midway his face flashed, green eyes, parted lips. I faltered, excusing fatigue. She curled away, hurt silent. The shatter deepened. Call from Alex, voice thick. "Can we talk? Really talk?" Against judgment, I met him at a dive bar in Fremont. Neon buzzing troll overhead, air smoky with regret. He nursed a beer, eyes shadowed. I kissed you because I had to know. Confession spilled, years of pining, editing videos to cope, the door his subconscious cry. You're straight, Jack. I get it. But that pull. It's killing me. Tears tracked his cheeks. Raw. My chest caved. It's killing me too. Hand over his, squeezing, affection, confusion, the line blurring. We walked out into snow, flakes melting on skin, shoulders brushing. At his car, hug turned linger, bodies aligning perfect. Go home to her, he whispered, pulling back. I did, driving through whiteout, resolution hardening. Fix this, be the man she deserves. But the seed planted, roots twisting deep. Spring teased Seattle with tentative blooms, cherry blossoms shedding pink petals like confetti on slick streets. But my world stayed winter barren. Sarah's pregnancy advanced, kicks rippling under her shirt like Morse code for joy I forced. Doctor visits, classes on breathing. Her excitement a buoy I clung to amid undercurrents. Work consumed, high-rise topping out. Ribbon-cutting speeches lauding my visionary stability. Colleagues toasted, but the word soured, echoing Alex's accusation. He kept distance, posts on social sparse. Sketches of abstract longing, coffee runs in Capitol Hill cafes pulsing with queer energy. I scrolled late nights, Sarah asleep, thumb tracing his face in photos, smiling with friends, arms slung casual over a guy's shoulder. Jealousy flickered, irrational, doused quick. But dreams persisted. His body under mine, gasps mingling, waking hard and ashamed. Showers ran scalding, steam fogging mirrors, hands fisting till release, guilt chasing ecstasy. Mother's Day brunch at a Pike Place cafe, fish markets reeking brine, flowers hawking vibrant. Sarah's mom fussed, Alex invited his family, arriving with a potted orchid for Sarah. For new beginnings, he said, eyes on me brief, guarded. Table chatter flowed, baby names debated, Jake or Liam, but tension hummed subsonic. Under the white cloth, his knee pressed mine accidental, lingering. Heat flared, I shifted, spilling water. Laughter covered, but his gaze held apology, hunger. After strolling market, Sarah arm in arm with me, Alex trailing. She bought tulips, vibrant red, pressing one behind my ear playful. My handsome man, kiss sweet, public, but his eyes from behind, wistful, twisted the knife. Later, alone in the truck, she sighed content. Family's everything, huh? Nod, throat tight. Drop him at his place. Wave awkward through window. Text later. Thanks for coming. Reply. Wouldn't miss it. May blurred to June. Solstice sun lingering golden. Baby shower at our house. Streamers dangling. Pastel cupcakes. Friends cooing over gifts. Alex helped set up, balloons bobbing, his laugh easy as he tied ribbons. Sarah glowed, opening packages, tiny onesies, a mobile of stars. He gifted a custom sketch. Us three, stylized, baby in arms, but the eyes, mine and his, locked intimate in the lines. Beautiful, Sarah breathed. I swallowed hard. Yeah. Evening wound down, guests gone, clean up in lamplight. Sarah napped upstairs, exhausted. Alex and I washed dishes, suds foaming, elbows brushing. Silence thick. Then proud of you, Jack. Fatherhood suits. Voice low, genuine. I dried a plate, careful. Trying. Pause, water dripping. About that kiss. He turned, sponge still. Don't. Let it be a ghost. But eyes said otherwise, pulling. Hand reached, tentative, cupping his neck. Rough with stubble, warm. Pulled close. Lips crashing desperate. Tongues tangling fierce. Kitchen spun, counters digging hips, hands roaming urgent. Undershirt, nails scraping, moans muffled. Broke apart, gasping, foreheads pressed. Can't, I whispered, horror dawning. He nodded, stepping back, eyes wet. I know. Door closed soft behind him. leaving me wrecked, arousal fading to nausea. Sarah stirred later, calling down. Everything okay? Voice from hall, Alex already gone. Yeah, babe. Just cleaning. Lie bitter. That night, her body beside mine. I traced her curve, whispering love, but the ghost lingered. His taste on my lips, shattering illusions further. Straight? No. Bi? The word tested, foreign. But the pull undeniable threatened all. July heatwave baked the city. Asphalt shimmering. Fans whirring futile. Firm party on a rooftop, views of the sound glittering. Champagne flutes clinking. Sarah demurred. Too round, so I went solo, tie loose. Alex there, invited via mutuals. In linen shirt, unbuttoned casual. Laughing with designers. Spotted me, toast raised ironic. Mingled separate, but gravity pulled, conversation circling art, architecture, words laced double. Balcony edge, city lights winking below. He leaned close over railing. You look good, Harlan. Domestic bliss. Tease edged hurt. It's real. I shot defensive. Is it? Challenge hung. Wind gusted, carrying salt. Hand on his back, steadying. Innocent? No. Slid lower, waistband tease. He tensed, turned, lips brushing ear. Dangerous game. Pulled away, but damage done, desire coiled tight. Home late. Sarah asleep. Note. Missed you. Love. Guilt crashed, tears hot. Collapsed in nursery chair. Rocking empty, sobs silent. Beliefs in shards. The straight husband, the rock. Alex had cracked the facade, but I wielded the hammer now. August swelled Sarah to term, Braxton Hicks contractions testing nerves. Hospital bag packed, drives to checkups tense. Alex called once. How's she? Polite, distant. Good. Due soon. Awkward pause. Tell her hi. Hung up. Relief mixed loss. Labor hit midnight. Pains ripping. Ambulance wail piercing night. Hospital sterile. Beeps steadying panic. Sarah gripped my hand. Sweat slick. Cursing through contractions. You got this? I coached, kissing brow. Hours blurred. Doctors murmuring, monitors spiking. Push, breathe, cry, then wail, tiny and fierce. Boy, 7 pounds, Jake Harlan, red-faced miracle. Held him first, warm bundle against chest, heart exploding. Sarah beamed exhausted. Our son.
Tears streamed, joy pure.
Texted Alex blurry photo. He's here. Reply instant. Perfect. Congrats. Emoticon heart, neutral. Homecoming haze, diapers crinkling, cries piercing sleep. Nights fragmented, Sarah nursing. Me pacing with burps. Alex visited once, bearing onesie with troll sketch. Held Jake gentle, eyes soft. Little architect in training. Our gazes met over blanket. Affection familial, undercurrent buried. Thanks, man. Hug brief, pat on back chased. But isolation crept. Alone with Jake colicky. Rocking at 3 a.m. Doubts whispered. Can I be this father with secrets festering? Beliefs shattered, but love, for them, held the pieces, fragile glue. Autumn leaves turned fiery, carpeting lawns in crimson and gold, but fatherhood's rhythm steadied the chaos. Jake's gurgles filling silences, Sarah's postpartum glow returning slow. Diaper changes at dawn, her handing me wipes with sleepy smiles, our partnership deepening in the trenches. We're a team, she'd say, kissing my temple, and I'd nod, meaning it, even as shadows loomed. Work ramped back, high-rise open to acclaim, my name on plaques, but success tasted hollow, echoes of Alex's pretending mocking. He faded to periphery, Thanksgiving invite declined, gig in Portland, Christmas card arrived, sketch of a family troll under tree. Note, holidays with your crew. Miss the chaos. No return, guilt pricking. Scrolled his feed late, bottle feeding Jake, seeing posts. Him with a new guy, arms linked at a gallery opening, smiles bright. Punch to gut, irrational, relief? No, envy sharp as drafting pencil. January thawed to drizzles. Jake's first smiles cooing at mobiles. Playdates with Sarah's friends. Tiny humans crawling chaos. One afternoon, park in Green Lake. Ducks quacking for crumbs. Alex appeared unannounced. Jogging path, spotting us on blanket. Fancy meeting you here. Breathless, towel around neck. Shirt clinging sweat damp. Sarah waved, delighted. Join us. He did, sprawling grass, tickling Jake's toes. Laughter easy, but my pulse raced, eyes tracing droplets down his neck. Talk flowed, his latest project, app icons for a queer dating startup. Sarah's return to teaching. Underneath, tension simmered, his foot nudging mine subtle. Jake fussed, Sarah nursing discreet under blanket. Moment alone, he leaned close. He's beautiful, like his dad. Voice husky, eyes dark. Hand brushed thigh, accidental? Fire licked. Alex. Warning plea. Pulled back. Grin sheepish. Sorry. Habit. Sarah done packing toys. Walk with us. He nodded, falling in step. Lake path wound. Geese honking overhead. She chattered, oblivious, arm linked mine. Fork he veered. Gotta run. See you, fam. Hug for her, clap for me, lingering electric. Drove home silent, Sarah humming lullabies. That night, Jake down, her advances met mine eager, reclaiming, erasing. But climax hit, his face flashed unbidden, guilt crashing post. February's Valentine's, candlelit dinner at home, pasta twirling, wine breathing. Sarah in red dress, bump gone, curves soft. To us, toasting, eyes loving. Made love slow, rediscovering her size melody. Whispered plans, anniversary trip, family vacations. Hope flickered, beliefs mending, this life mine. But March equinox brought gale. Firm merger rumors, layoffs looming. Stress knotted shoulders, snapping at Sarah over dishes. What's eating you? Tears welled, hurt raw. Apology instant, holding her on couch, Jake gurgling playpen. Just work. I love you. Truth, but incomplete. Alex texted. Heard about the firm. Beers. Hesitated, then yes, neutral ground, old haunt and Ballard. Fish and chips greasy. Ale foaming. Sat across scarred table, updates exchanged, Jake's milestones, his Portland success. Laughter loosened knots. You seem settled, he said, probing. Trying. Pause, foam tracing glass. That park. Across lines. Won't again. Gratitude mixed loss. Appreciate it. Talk turned deep. His new guy solid but safe. My fears of fatherhood failing. You're good at it, Jack. Better than you think. Hand across table, squeeze brief. Brotherly? No. Pulled back, bill split. Outside, rain sheeting, shared umbrella to cars. Awkward hug, bodies aligning memory. Take care. Drove separate ways, heart heavy. April bloomed relentless. Jake crawling chaos. Gates installed hasty. Sarah's birthday picnic. Alki Beach, waves lapping, seals barking distant. Invited Alex, he came with cake. Candles flickering wind. Games, sandcastles crumbling, his help building moats. Hands caked gritty. Sunset painted sky orange. Family photo snapped. Us four, smiles genuine. Jake on my lap, Sarah beside. Alex arm around her shoulders, but eyes on me over her head. Longing veiled. Evening bonfire crackle, marshmallows toasting golden. Stories swapped, ghosts of holidays past. Sarah yawned. Bedtime for us. Kissed cheek, left us firelight. Silence fell, embers popping. She's happy, he said soft. Yeah. Smoke curled, stinging eyes. You? Question loaded. Getting there. Stood, brushing sand. Doors closed, Alex. For good. Nod, eyes glistening. Understood. Walked beach alone, waves whispering recriminations. Home, Sarah waiting, book open. Good talk. Yeah. Cleared air. Slid beside, arm around, content settling. But dreams that night, doors ajar, his silhouette calling. Shook me awake, sweat cold. Shatter incomplete, pieces realigned wrong. May's graduations dotted calendars, but ours marked Jake's firsts. Steps wobbly, words babbling, duh. Celebrated with cake smash, frosting everywhere, laughter cathartic. Alex sent video congrats, face beaming screen. Uncle Alex approves. Reply thanks, heart twinge. June heat returned, firm stabilized, promotion whisper. Confidence rebuilt, but introspection nod. Therapy, considered, dismissed, straight facade cracking by curiosity peeking. Read articles furtive, forums anonymous. Men like me, loving wives, loving men too. Validation terrifying. July 4th, fireworks bursting over Elliott Bay, family barbecue in backyard. Alex invited, arrived with ribs smoked, sauce tangy. Grill sizzled, beers cracked, Jake chasing bubbles. Twilight games, frisbee sailing, his throws perfect arc caught one midair, collision playful bodies tangle, roll grass laughing. Sarah cheered, boys, pulled apart quick, cheeks flushed. Fireworks boomed, colors exploding sky, red, blue, gold. Sat blanket, Jake dozing lap, Sarah head shoulder. Alex beside, distant now but heat radiated. Sparkler in hand, he lit mine, fingers brush, spark beyond magnesium. Beautiful, murmured, eyes on display. Yeah, agreed, meaning more. Post-show, cleanup embers glowing. Sarah bedded Jake, I banked fire. Alex lingered, poking ash. Proud of your life, Jack. Voice earnest. Thanks. Yours too. Step closer, impulse. Hand to his cheek, thumb trace lip, tremble. Kiss ghosted, barely there, pull back. No more. Whisper fierce. Nod, eyes wet. No more. Drove him home silent. Radio humming soft rock. Drop off. Night. Gone. Home to Sarah's arms. Love anchor. Beliefs shifting, not shattered. Reshaped. Acceptance dawning, slow burn. Summer peaked sticky. August sun baking sidewalks. Ice cream trucks jingling distant. Jake's teething tantrums frayed edges. Sarah and I tag teaming nights. Coffee black lifeline. Work steady, designs flowing fluid now. Creativity unlocked somehow. Therapy dip toe, session 1. Couch leather creaking, shrinks nod neutral. Tell me about the door. Words tumbled hesitant. Alex, the kiss, confusion churning. Validation came gentle. It's okay to explore identity. Doesn't erase your marriage.
Empoué, tentative.
Talked Sarah vague. Thinking about us deeper. She listened, hand squeeze. Whatever it is, we're solid. Trust her gift. Undeserved. Alex surfaced Labor Day weekend. Beach trip invite. Ocean shores, driftwood beaches, waves crashing gray. Sarah insisted. Family time. Packed cooler, sand toys, Jeep rumbling highway. Motel check-in, 2 rooms. Us one, him adjacent. Days blurred. Kite flying wind-whipped. Clam digging mud slick. His laugh mingling waves. Evening's bonfire. Esmore sticky, stories tall. One night, storm brewing horizon. Sarah and Jake early bed. Colic soothing. Alex and I walk tide line. Shells crunching, foam licking boots. You seem lighter. He noted, surf roaring. Therapy. Figuring shit. Honesty raw. Stopped. Facing wind tugging shirts.
Figar DMB.
Love her. But you. Admission hung, salt air thick. Eyes widened, then softened. Jack. Step forward, arms wrap, hug fierce, bodies fit puzzle. No kiss, just hold, Heartbeats sink. Doesn't change family, murmured Hare. Pull back, smile genuine. Good. Storm hit midnight, thunder rattling windows, rain lashing. Jake wailed, comfort given. Morning cleared, rainbows arching. Hike rainforest, ferns dripping, paths mossy. Hand in hand Sarah, Alex ahead scouting. Bridge over creek he waited, grin. Views killer. Leaned rail, shoulders touch casual, electric subdued. Trip end, drive back sun-dappled, Jake napping rear. Talk flowed easy, future plans, his guy fizzling amicable. Open now, casual. Nod, understanding layers. Home unload. Hug goodbye porch brief, warm. Thanks, bro. Anytime. September schooled in, Sarah back teaching, Jake daycare coups. Routine locked, but freedom breathed, gym sessions pounding treadmill, sweat purging. Met Alex coffee neutral, Capitol Hill Cafe espresso bitter. Updates, laughs clean. Proud, he said, stirring foam. Mutual. October chilled. Leaves swirling gutters. Halloween, Jake's first. Pumpkin onesie, trick-or-treat bags bulging. Alex tagged. Pirate hat jaunty. Candy corn tossed. House party neighbors. Kids shrieking. Adults mingling. Danced kitchen impromptu. Sarah twirling. Him joining circle. Hands clap. No linger. Post-party, dishes sudsy. Jake crashed. Sarah yawned. Fun night. Bed followed. Love-making tender. Afterward, whisper dark. Ever thought about others? Test balloon. Pause. Then, as long as honest. Relief flood. Love you. Love you too. November elections buzzed. TV's flickering debates. Family dinner. Alex over. Turkey carved. Wine poured. Talk politics heated. Laughs diffused. Post-meal walk neighborhood. Leaves crunching. Jake stroller gurgle. Side by side. Silence companion. Settled? He asked soft. Yeah. You? Working on it. Fist bump. Brotherly. December holidays twinkled. Tree-strung lights warm. Shopping frenzy. Mall crowds jostling. Ran into Alex toy aisle, bags laden. For the tyke. Teas holding stuffed bear. Guilty. Shared espresso stand. Steam rising. Date soon. Probe gentle. Shrug. Maybe. Open. Smile shared. Understanding. Christmas Eve. Fire roar. Carols soft. Jake mesmerized ornaments. Sarah baking gingerbread. Alex arrived snow-dusted. Gifts wrapped. Dinner feast toasts merry. Exchanged presents. Him a custom blueprint sketch. Me art supplies. Hugs all around, his mind warm, platonic. Midnight mass optional, we skipped, cocoa steaming. Sat living room, Jake asleep arm. Stories swapped quiet. This? Sarah gestured. Perfect. Nod, meaning it. Alex's eyes met mine, gratitude, closure. Yeah. New year dawned crisp. Resolutions whispered. Mine. Embrace whole self, honest. Beliefs no longer shattered, mosaic now, colors vivid. Alex's door opened path, not abyss. Grateful forward. Winter gripped tenacious. January frosts etching windows filigree. But renewal stirred. Jake toddling wobbly. First words truck, mimicking my tools. Sarah's promotion at school. Celebrations with cake crumbly. Therapy continued. Sessions unpacking layers. Childhood crushes dismissed. Marriage vows sacred yet expansive. Poly? Or separate? Explored, gentle. Sarah joined once, hand hold supportive. We're good. Experiment if need. Trust profound. Love evolved. February's love month. Date night babysitter bound. Dinner Italian. Candle flicker. Pasta twirl. Talk deep. Fantasies shared tentative. Hers soft. Mine edged. Home exploration slow, her touch. Then thoughts wandering, honest breath. Climax shared, closer. Alex's birthday, low-key bar in Fremont. craft beers foaming. Join solo Sarah home with Jake. Toasts clinked. To 29 wild. Laughter flowed, pool cues chalked. Dating, casual. Seeing someone, musician. Details spilled, envy absent, happy for him. Shot sunk, high five clean. March rains lashed, but hikes cleared. Discovery Park again. Mud-sucking boots. Family outing, Alex met us trailhead. Paths wound fern-choked, birdsong trill. Jake backpack carrier, pointing bird. Alex sketched quick, charcoal fly. Lunch overlook, sandwiches crusty, views expansive. Talk dreams, his gallery show upcoming, my sustainable designs pitch. April bloomed riot, cherry festivals street-lined. Jake's park play, swings creek, slides whoosh. Ran into Alex pushing swing adjacent. Kiddo his nephew's friend. Small world. Joined sandbox, castles built moats deep. Parents chatted, us parallel glances shared easy. May's graduations but ours Jake's. Daycare promo, tiny cap mortarboard. Party backyard. Balloons bob, cake smash redux. Alex filmed, lens cap click. Future star. Hugs post, his lift Jake high, squeals pierce. Uncle's got you. June warmth. Firm retreat Whidbey Island. Ferry chug. Seals sunbaked. Team building ropes course, harness bite. Alex not there. But text. Conquer. Evening bonfire beach, marshmallows char. Stars pinprick. Reflections shared. Growth voiced. July sweltered. Beach days alky. Sand hot. Waves cool. Family picnic. Alex with cooler beers. Frisbee toss. Dives sandy. Jake nap towel, us talk low, his show success, reviews glow. Proud. Sincere. Hand clasp brief. Support. August lazy, vacations planned. Oregon coast. Family RV rumble. Alex bowed out. Work crunch. Coast waves crash. Dunes climb. Campfires smoke. Sarah and I reconnected deep. Night's tent zipper. Bodies entwine. Love fierce. Jake roasts marshmallows gooey. Text from Alex. Picks his swap. September schooled. Jake preschool nerves. Backpack monkey. Tears sniff. Drop off handhold, waves brave. Pick up joy. Fun. Alex surprise visit. Ice cream cone drip. Treat for champ. Park bench lick. Talk light. His musician fizzle. Next. October chilled. Leaves crunch. Halloween redux, Jake dinosaur roar. Party costumed. Alex vampire fong. Candy hall, pillowcase heavy. Post, hot cider steam, stories ghost. November thanks, dinner spread. Alex brought pie lattice. Talk grateful, health, love, growth. Walk post, air crisp, stars sharp. Years been. Transformative, he said. Yeah, thanks to you. Embrace warm, no more. December twinkled, holiday's heart. Tree trim, ornaments clink. Alex helped string, ladder steady. Gifts wrap, bows curl. Eve feast, carols hum. Toast. To doors, open, closed, ajar. Laughter ripple, meaning layered. New Year Eve, party friends. Countdown cheer. Kiss Sarah deep. Alex across, toast raise, smile shared. Peace. Winter waned. February's Valentine's pink. Jake's art class finger paint smear. Sarah's surprise weekend getaway. Cabin Olympics, snowshoe crunch. Fireplace crackle, wine sip. Love reaffirm. All in, whisper. March equinox balance, therapy wrap. Tools pocket, journey own. Alex's gallery second show. Attended support. Walls hung bold. Crowds murmur. Stunning. Honest. Reception mingle, his hand shoulder pat. Means much. April showers bloom, May flowers. Jake's birthday too, balloons burst. Cake smash. Alex baked cookies crunch. Games pintail, laughter echo. June solstice long days. Firm project green build. ribbon cut. Speech steady, claps thunder. Home celebrate, Sarah proud kiss. July heat, family reunion lake. Alex joined, boat row, water splash. Evenings dock sit, stars reflect. Talk futures, his travel dreams, my family expand. August harvest, Fairs County, rides whirl, cotton candy stick. Jake Ferris fear then thrill. Alex carousel spin. September harvest moon. School start, Jake backpack brave. Parent night mingle, Alex aunt tease. October fog. Pumpkin patch hayride bump. Alex haybale toss, grins wide. November feast. Table grown, stories weave. Grateful circle, hands hold. December solstice short. Light string, warmth glow. Eve quiet, Jake a Santa. Alex visit quick, gift drop. Year close, reflections journal scribble. Door that opened, catalyst grace. Shattered beliefs rebuilt stronger. By husband, loving father, true friend. Alex mirror held, reflection whole. Now mornings dawn soft. Jake's daddy, tug heart. Sarah's hand lace, love anchor. Alex's text ping, coffee. Reply yes, brothers always. Life mosaic gleams, pieces fit perfect. Meaning found, in breaks, beauty blooms.